Hi everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are back in it again with some more Dior ready to wear. I am obsessed. I'm literally obsessed with Jonathan Anderson's Dior. We just saw the fall winter runway, which I'm dying to get it now because it was like so spring coated, but also I just feel like all the other designers have totally abandoned pastels and pink and softness, and it is just feeding something in me. So I have a few pieces that I selected that I wanted to share with you and talk to you through, or talk through with you, just because it's a part of my process. And I also just feel like my channel's been so focused on Chanel for so long. Not Chanel and Hermes, but really Chanel and Chanel ready to wear. And I feel like I'm discovering this. I'm discovering Dior for the first time. I've never really been about Dior, but now it's just like, I am totally drawn in. You could call it marketing, you could call, I don't know. But there's something so perfect in the balance of like the femininity and delicacy that is Dior, the brand, and then the artistic point of view and the quirkiness and the creativity that is Jonathan Anderson, that when the two come together, I'm like, that's me. That resonates with me. Like, I feel like Virginie had a lot of that quirkiness, and a lot of people didn't like her designs because it was kind of quirky, but that was what drew me to it. Like, even I'm like looking at this heart bag in the viewfinder. That heart bag, I feel like that was like so genius. It's a classic flat meets a heart. It's just like, that is me. Whereas I appreciate the art of Blasi, and the collection preview is actually this coming week, and so I'll get to finally see it in person and experience it. But I almost feel like the new Chanel is too cool for me. I don't know, like there was something in the girliness of Virginie's Chanel and like the quirkiness that just was like perfect. It just totally fit with me. And Blasi is like almost too cool or too aloof or too, I don't know. I need to see it in person to really judge it. Like, I like a lot of it, but the thing is I'm just like, is it me? Does it fit with how I dress and my aesthetic and the ways that I like to look? Like, I don't know, not necessarily. So I have several pieces that we'll go through, starting with actually this pair of jeans. And I feel like it's gonna be so controversial. I'm not asking for an opinion, I'm telling you my opinion. I love these jeans. So they're called the draped jean, and this is actually, we saw this a lot in the fall winter runway, this like flare peplum style. So it's kind of like jeans and a skirt all in one, like half a skirt, half a pair of jeans. They're super high-waisted, but they're super comfy. There's two pockets. So there's the pocket on the skirt, and then there's the pocket underneath. And I think they both look cute to use. Like, the dark wash is so sweet. The one tricky thing with these jeans is the way that they're constructed. So you see like how the drape falls to the hem. Like, you really can't hem them. These I will need to wear like a low heel with in order for them to really work for me. I'm okay with jeans pooling on the floor a little bit, given that they're wide leg. But I'll just say that if you're shorter than me, I'm 5'6", or even proportionally, like if you have shorter legs, these might not work for you because you really can't tailor them shorter. I took these in a size 42. I think that's a great size. It fits. I mean, this is like, the Dior denim has really been doing it for me because it's like tight at the waist, but it has enough room in the hip. I just feel like Hermes trying to buy like a skirt or a pant there, it's not good for me because I need more room in the hip, and generally like that's what I have to size to. But I just think these are so cool, and I'm just wearing it with like a t-shirt. In fact, this t-shirt is like probably like a little oversized. This is like one of my like weekend tees, Sunday tees. Like, I had this on with like a sweatsuit earlier, and then I put the jeans on, and I'm like, actually I kind of like the gray look, and this will make a good base for the next piece that I'm really excited to share with you. But I just think they're so different, so creative. It's a button fly. There's a little pleat here, and it's just like, they're cool in that they're like a baggy wide leg jean, but then with like the little ruffle in the back, I feel like it's girly again. And I just feel like it's, I don't know, it's so sweet. And it kind of like plays up my, so I'm like more pear-shaped. I'm not necessarily like small on top, so like somewhere in between, whatever, like soft hourglass and pear, but it's because I have a small waist, wide hips, boobs, but not like really wide shoulders. But I just feel like it plays up kind of like my feminine shape, which I like. And I just think it's so cute and fun and different, like something that I had never seen before. And I have been into wide leg jeans, and so this is just like, it's really cool. It's almost like, you know how the bar jacket like nips in at the waist and goes out? It's like an exaggeration of that, which we definitely saw more in fall winter. Okay, so for the next piece I'm gonna grab, this one is so special. So this is, I think it's called a Brandenburg closure, which is like very like French military. The treatment on this applique, I guess, or embroidery, I don't know. I think it's embroidery, right? Because it's sewn directly on. It wasn't like made and then applied on, but I actually don't know. Actually, you know what? I think it's applique, because like if you go to the very corner, like the corners lift. So that tells me they made the design and then applied it on. So that's applique, versus embroidery is made directly onto the piece, if that makes sense. Anyway, it is copper wire and paillettes. It is just like the prettiest detail. The pockets are also really cute. In this kind of like wheat, warm yellow color. It is wool, I believe. Let me look at this is also, I took in a 42. Let me read the novel here. Okay, so the exterior is 100% virgin wool. The inside is 100% silk. And then the embroidery is 10% copper, 60% metallicized yarn, and 20% polyester, and 10% silk. So probably, I think it's like copper and metallic thread sewn onto a silk backing, and with a polyester thread, which they often use, just because it's a little bit stronger. And then these little dark pearls, and then there's the little CD bow. Okay, I'll put it on for you. Okay, fine. This, I don't know if I would necessarily wear this with these jeans, because this is more boxy and the jeans are quite high-waisted, so I probably want something maybe a little bit more cropped or shapely with these particular jeans, but this is what I have right now. So this is it just thrown over the shoulder, which I think works with the jeans more. Once you put it on, it's like, I should have maybe brought also another pair of pants so you could like really see this jacket in action, but well, here we go. We do what we do. And so then this is the jacket on. I just think it's such a good color for me. You see how it kind of like hides the peplum? I think I would like a more cropped jacket, like with these jeans, or no jacket, so that you can really appreciate the, like this kind of hides it and kind of takes away the specialness of the jeans. But we're talking about the jacket now. It's just so good. So cute. I posted on Instagram, I was wearing this with like a light peachy pink top, which I think was so cute. And I also think that this jacket goes well with my natural sob bag. Like it's like you could do like a full neutral look, maybe with like a white pant or something like that. I just think it's so adorable. Warm tone girlies, get this one. There's also a green one if you're cool tone. I think the green is really pretty, and really pretty with like a light pink contrast. I just can't wear green like that because I'm warm tone. It makes me look ill. I do have, there is green in a couple of these items though, but it works, and we'll get into that. So cute. I'm like, it's just like easy, fun throw, wear it with jeans, wear, you know, of course, jeans and a t-shirt. There you go. This next, I'm just gonna put this, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on and come back. When I do these looks, I love pulling a bag just to complete, like, so cool. So this is a silk top with a little like bow tie closure. I think that this look is actually really cute because it's like, it's more like quirky, but you could do like cocktails, especially with like tall gold heels. I think it could be really sweet. It's just like, I don't know. What is it that appeals to me? I mean, like, the print, first of all, is gorgeous. Second of all, it's not really a white silk, it's more cream. And so I think for that reason, it works really well with my skin tone. I love the little touch of the bow. I think it's really fun and like a really, I don't know, kind of different sort of top. This, I also shared with you guys, I believe, like the tie top that I got in Paris, the pink one with the bow. This is sort of like that, just like a sort of different version. And you can also wear it without the bow. So if you're like, oh, this is like too much for the event or whatever, you want something different, this is just like a separate sort of piece. So you could just wear it like a normal sort of silk blouse. 2 buttons might be a little bit more risque. Well, maybe one, maybe just one. Just like, you have to look in the mirror to know how much is, listen, it's not that kind of channel, guys. Relax, relax. But then this is like a super casual, like very easy, like easy for work sort of look. And if I still wanted to do something like a little bit more, this tie, you could take this out, and then I was thinking with like a little bobby pin, I could just, because I am kind of over the top sometimes, do like a little bow, do like a little headband. Like I'm not above that. I'm not above putting this on my head. Just, you guys know that. You guys have seen me through all my different permutations of my style evolution, like even something like this. Oh, I think it's so cute. But this fabric, let me show it to you up close actually. So it is like this watercolor, sort of like water lily print, but then there's also this other sort of shiny texture on texture print, which I think makes it really special. And even though this is like blues and greens and purples, because of the yellow and the cream color that it's on, I think it's really good for warm toned skin. And then also just like the construction, like it sounds so basic, but like the way that these seams are done, the way that this is put together, the quality, it's 100% silk. It's just, it's really nice. I'm just like so tired of these synthetic blends, and totally talking out of both sides of my mouth, because maybe at the end I'll throw in a little Chanel ready to wear reveal at the end of this, so we can kind of get into, you know, why it's like, just you tell me, you look at the comparison and you tell me. Okay? Love this whole look. I think it's like so fun and feminine and chic and just pretty. And for the last 2 items, I'm going to change and do a full look. This is one, well, I'll talk about it when I get into it, so I'll be right back. Okay, and finally, this is an outfit, and excuse my black socks, I'll try and step forward so you can't see them. I tried on this exact look when I was in Paris, and I didn't end up getting this skirt or this top because they only had the top in a size 40, and the more I was looking back on my Paris photos, the more I was like, that looks really cute on me, and I would wear that, and that looks nice, and I should buy it. And so I was like, okay, done. And so I was like, here we go. Let's add these 2. The blue shirt definitely needs a steam. It was mailed to me folded versus hanging, which is totally fine, but it did get a little wrinkled in transit, so she just needs a good steam. But like I said, I have this top in the pink color. Love it. It's great. 100% silk. beautiful construction, like really cute detail with like the pussy bow tie. And when I was in Paris, I paired these two together. It doesn't totally make sense because this is, you know, kind of a cream, green, and yellow, and this is blue, but something about it I just loved. And then I did end up, I had decided to buy this bag, and then looking at the photos with the bag and this, and I was just like, ugh, I need it. I just need it, okay? And so, yeah, this has been my little foray into Dior. I say little, but I'm like in pretty deep now, and I am definitely looking into some pieces from the fall winter collection. So if you want me to do a review of that runway, granted, I don't know a ton about Dior history or Jonathan Anderson, so I'll have to do a little bit more research, but it'll also just be like my first impressions, my personal thoughts, and what pieces I'm looking at for myself and which ones I just like to look at. And oh my gosh, there's so much. The shoes, except like, maybe we should just do it. That is like a totally separate video, but these are the last little ready-to-wear items that I picked up from Dior. Now we have a bonus Chanel ready-to-wear set, and I'll talk through it and just kind of where my head's at. And I'm gonna go to preview next week. But we'll see. We'll see. It's not like, let's just go do that one. And this is the look that I selected from Chanel 26P. Just for reference, this set together comes out to about $6,000. It's 100% viscose, and as you can see, there's not much to it. I mean, that's kind of maybe the beauty in the design, and no one made me buy this. I wanted it, I actually asked for it. It's a totally different look than the stuff that I was showing you from Dior, which is totally fine, and it's okay to have multiple styles in your repertoire that you pull from. The lining's all bunched here, but and you know, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. It's a little slinky. It has a little bit less to it. It's also been sitting in a pouch, so it's quite wrinkled. You know, viscose will do that. Silk will also get wrinkled, as we saw with the shirt. So, and you know, just because something's viscose doesn't mean it's necessarily bad. But I think this would have been great in silk, personally. And so yeah. You know, I did buy a few things from P. I really like the tweed jacket that I got. Actually have another skirt coming, weirdly similar to this, but also different. And so we'll just kind of see how it evolves. We'll just see how it evolves. It's totally fine. But yeah, I've been really excited about Dior lately, and trying to find my way with Chanel a little. This is a studio collection, so Matthew Blazy's real collection launches I think next week in the States, and there'll be a preview later this week. Maybe I'll go, I'm not sure if I'll have time, but yeah, oh wow, the times have changed. I'd love to hear what you think about Jonathan Anderson's Dior right now, how you're feeling about Chanel, and kind of like what you're thinking, your fashion exploration, what's appealing to you. And otherwise, I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, talk to you later. Bye!